2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle.
James Wiseman.
A finish, and finished off by Wiseman.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker. Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
And Whiteside sends it back. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal.
You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From three, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Here's Curry. The shot misses. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now Barrett. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's George. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team foul.
You know, coming out of high school, George had a lot of options. He chose Fresno State, and it was a good call. His skills were on full display. He got to grow and blossom there. He became a leader. Even got his number retired and earned the number 10 pick in the draft, which was a surprise. But he's paid that off in a big way over his career.
Wiseman no good. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
And he just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now, here's George after James Wiseman's miss. Up top, Barrett. And it's Wiseman at the elbow. Back to Barrett. Pass to Wiseman. No good on the three. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He's racking his brain, trying to devise ways to take Paul George out of his comfort zone. The coach said he's just so steady, so confident. No matter what defense you run at him, he calmly dissects it. It's a problem that George poses for every team in the league. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Boy, he launched that one from way outside.
And this is encouraging for sure. The more Barrett works on expanding his range, the more difficult he becomes to defend.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
You know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Outside for Curry. Tries it from the top of the key. At the tip. Cousins on the follow.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
For three, Barrett. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
High post Cousins.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Over Wiseman. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Barrett, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 6. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Round with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Simmons with the rebound. Inside. Here's Cousins. The 76ers again can't hit it. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on James Wiseman.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
Taking 2 shots.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Barrett for 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Cuts off the pass. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
No good that time. Collins with some nice D. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Pass to Whiteside. And here is Simmons. Back to Whiteside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no sign. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
you got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Caruso. And it comes off the front of the rim. New York leading by 4.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about LaVine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Pass the Bull to the left wing. It's stolen by Reddish. Floats it up for Wood. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Zach LaVine.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop. Emphatic.
You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Sixers dance team, make some noise.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Knocked loose, and they're pushing it up. Smart, wide open, he fires. The 76ers with another miss. New York leading by 8. Here's LaVine. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. From the arc, the shot no good by Duarte.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
The 76ers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw.
Oh, what a dunk!
And you see why LaVine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
Paul George.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's LaVine. Oh!
My goodness. Now that was a sweet move. I mean, lightning handle, yet completely under control and within himself.
Nice shot by Smart. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Down low. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for New York. He's only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Back to Wood. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
Ball.
Pass to Reddish. Misses the 3. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's George. Porter with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, George. Another miss by Philadelphia. New York leading by 7. The wide open look here for Wood. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
Levine can't hit. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here.
Hassan Whiteside. Cole.
Levine looking around.
And Simmons.
5 to shoot. That's tipped. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Whiteside. .44 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Here's Porter. And no good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Pass to Whiteside. It's hauled in by Wood.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Simmons. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. For 3, Barrett. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's stolen by Brown. The tray. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep. Barrett's got the first field goal, the second half for the Knicks. To the inside. Here's Simmons.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter. And I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now, here's Barrett. 14 points for him. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Back to Simmons. Pass to George. And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
Barrett for three. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
Barrett's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Out left to the wing. To the paint. Pass to Vassell. Stolen. Here's George. Collins with some nice D.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
The 76ers trailed by 17. Bagley. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wiseman. Over to the wing. The three. That shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Back to Smart. This one for three. It's rebounded by New York.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, is patience and precision as a playmaker.
And the foul on Marcus Smart.
That's his first
foul.
Second team foul.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
New York ball.
And the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 dimes a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
Ball with it. Picked up by Barrett.
R.J. Barrett.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
A different look for New York. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And it's Allen with the jam.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Pass to Wood. And that's a foul called on Bol. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
and
foul.
The next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Wood, high post. He averages about 5 points a game. Just 2 to shoot.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Outside, Bagley. It's Bol, top of the key. Looking for Allen, he gets it there. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Inside. Here's Levine.
Levine.
Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
You can tell Levine has a real enthusiasm and flair for the offensive end of the floor. I mean, he loves to fill it up. What he loves even more is taking off for one of his spectacular dunks.
In the corner, George with it. Into the lane. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Levine way outside.
Zach Levine
Sinks the triple. Levine's got 14.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Whiteside. Bucket is good.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Porter, no luck. Here's George driving to the basket.
That's the end of the first.
I don't think you can afford to take Porter lightly on defense. He's really good at getting his hands in the face. Of shooters on the contest.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks out front, up by 6. Live from...
Come on, fans.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Simmons. Here's Whiteside. He shoots again.
New York.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
That's on James Wiseman.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
The Knicks leading by 4. And here's Barrett. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Barrett for 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Back to Simmons. Shoots over Brown. And Wiseman sends it back. And it's slammed in by Whiteside. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Barrett with the ball. Out to the wing. It's deflected. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his third personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
2 shots.
Clark in evaluating Alex Caruso. What a gritty player. Does all the little things that make such a difference in a game.
Kevin, I'm actually surprised at how well he's done as an NBA player. I covered him in college, and I loved him. Liked his work ethic, his size, but I didn't see him becoming what he's become. And it's a credit to his work ethic and to his basketball instincts.
And Wiseman sends it back.
Still Sixers ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. From deep, George. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Third team foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
At the line
probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark. About that.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Barrett. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Right side, no good. Brown wide open. He fires.
Jaylen
Nailed from three-point land.
for 3.
Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Which side of section? What a t-shirt!
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Levine. He's off on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the inside. Cousins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now Levine. Pass to Collins. From deep. No good. Shot missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Back to Levine. And the shot is good.
Zach Levine.
Levine's got it all tied up now for New York.
Well, this is what you admire about Levine's offensive game now. I mean, it isn't all threes and dunks. He's got some meat on that sandwich now.
Cousins. And Wiseman sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bull. Now here's Cousins. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. To the paint. Picked off in midair. To the wing on the left. A 3. Hands it from downtown. Vassell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for New York?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Pass to Wood. Here's Wiseman. Down low. It's stolen by Wiseman. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Cunningham. And Bol wide open. He shoots. Second shot opportunity. Now Cunningham. Beyond the arc. And the basket by Vassell.
3.
And the Knicks lead by 6.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that three of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
Wood.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
First team foul. Substitution for your 76ers. Hassan Whiteside. Paul George. Timeout for the Sixers.
The 76ers making the switch here.
Fans, right now. A lot of section. Get free t-shirts. Who's going to be the last section?
Here's New York. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble again.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Curry outside. Misses the three. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting for New York.
Playing for 6 teams in 5 years to start his career, Wood has certainly flipped the script. He now shows the ability to dominate over long stretches, much more consistent.
Your Sixer Dancy. Checking in for the Knicks. John Collins. R.J. Barrett.
Long range from the inbound. Curry can't get it to go. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Simmons. That's his first personal foul.
It's the first that puts them up by 5.
Shooting for New York.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
So it's New York picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance.
Lately I've been cut the cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy. Take your time, don't you rush things.
Yeah, the ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like BMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. Right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. What y'all think? everything that you say about me. My dogs like to play Madden in 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South Beach. He told me this summer he gon' fix my jumper. I told Boy Wonder that we might got a thumper. I've been trying to pop, now I'm on like Shumpert. Now they on my bumper. Green room chock full of all my comforts. Hotel room like heaven on earth. Got angels in my bed with some all white covers. Ace Pro Nemo, Lucci and Keys, Sloop Clay Tufo, and I got a few more I call my brothers. I got a lot of flows and they all like butter. Ooh, you know what that means. I came home nice, but I'm going back mean. I'm about to globe trot when they know a vaccine. Back lost, but they know exactly what's going on. Made a meal and I don't know where to blow it on. I tell a critic shut up like my show is on. Gave a t-shirt to her, said throw it on. She want a mini high school classmates, I'm growing on. My peers ain't popping, they don't know what's going wrong. Y'all well dressed, but you ain't got soul and you just can't sew it on. I'm trying to tell y'all boys, I got a few songs I can sell y'all boys. I tried it back then, it was nah boy. Now I'm in a box like a Kellogg's toy. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like BMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. That's right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. No, they not in sync. No, they not in sync. Word to JT, no, they not in sync. Word to JT, no, they not in sync. No, they not in sync. No, they not in sync.